Good, good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good week. It's been a bit of a heavy one, been a bit of a heavy one in the world. So for my video this week, this is my second poem from Lois Rose Sterling that I'm posting this week. Only difference is this one is decidedly less morbid than the eulogy I posted on Tuesday. And it goes a little something like this. I collected small joys like loose buttons as I see the odds and ends in my sights. None of them are connected, but each one points to a specific moment. From the licitar, memories of Hrvatska in hand, to Roosevelt's bobblehead, a reminder she scored the winning goal in the Queen's Classic, the relief of a Greek saint for a good night's sleep, a shot glass, a coworker's gift, sans tequila, the Pharaoh bracelet, sealing a poetic friendship, all the name tags hung on the back door, each Oswald, a gateway to past travels, and the commemorative coin, a reminder of the epic World Cup that's passed by. Each item brings me joy, whether they're worn or held. So yes, this is my response to Lois Rose Sterling's prompt. I collected small. I collected small joys like loose buttons, and naturally, like this, I came across the prompt, but I was struggling to get moving on it. That is until this came into my possession. It is a commemorative coin from the recent FIFA World Cup that was held in the United States, Mexico, and Canada, which my colleague James at work, he gave this to me as a gift because he knows that I'm a soccer mad person, and that this World Cup, for the fact that ticket prices made it next to impossible for me to attend any of the matches. I still watched it almost every match on screen anyway, and I was just looking for something to commemorate the moment. And the coin, and he thought of me when it came to giving me this coin. Once I had the coin in my possession and opened the case that it came in, I took a look around my room and noticed that on my desk there are a few trinkets, all of which I've picked up along the way, but all of them still bring up memories from that particular moment in time. The licitar, it brings me back to Croatia, even though the first half of the word Croatia that's in front of the heart is pretty much gone at this point. Whenever I hold the heart in my hand, I get taken back to Zagreb's charming majesty, back to the Adriatic coast of Dubrovnik, Split, and Var that was to die for. Back to being in that group of Nicoletta and the entire group, soaking up the sun. the the religious totem. Picked it up in Greece on the day that our group visited the monastery in Kalambaka. Supposedly, the idol is the patron saint of a good night's sleep, but I don't have any further detail as far as that's concerned. But it brings me back to being in that monastery so high, which was a steep climb to get to, on top of all the other steep climbs that the 14 days in Greece brought upon. There was one item that I did not discuss in this poem, and it's this. So, during that same Greece trip, the multi-author book Going Places launched. So I was away in Greece doing my bit of promo for the book, and it went bestseller. So it's just a token of appreciation from the publisher marking it. And of course, my Rose Lavelle bobblehead with a dog Wilma Jean, which they gave out during the Queen's Classic, which, even though I didn't buy any other merch that night, the bobblehead was kind of the thing I was looking for to begin with. And the shot glass, which it read like my colleague Steven in the office. Bless him. He, like most of the events, like he's at front and center on all of it. And one Friday particularly, he had a bag full of those shot glasses. He gave one to everyone in the office, which was nice of him to do. For obvious reasons, that tequila was not a part of this, as it was 9 in the morning and we were all still on the clock. And then of course, the Pharaoh bracelet. Ever since Maria Giesbrecht gave it to me when I went to her book tour stop on the 11th, it has not left my wrist whenever I leave the house. It always accompanies me everywhere. I'm not sure why it does, but I guess I was just so touched by Maria's gesture that I didn't want to let it go. It's not every day, after all, that you have that token of friendship physically with you. And as I, off camera, looking to the back door, I do have a whole mess of name tag keychains hanging from pretty much most of my trips that I've taken to this point. I put them on and they all take me back to the specific place that I was, even though, with the exception of the green EF travel keychain from Spain last year, all the other Gate 1 ones that are back there, they're not tied to any specific trip. They're just different variations of my name and out. So yeah, I collected all these items, and they're all small joys to me. small tokens of places I've been and people that I've met along the way. And they all hold special significance to me. Well, everyone, that's it for this week's video. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you guys again next week. Good night, everybody.